You ready?
Yeah.
We're ready. Hey guys, it's Di from BeingMommywithStyle, and I have Dan with me for a video tonight. And it's pretty late at night, and we've had a really busy day, so if we like fall asleep in the middle of the video or seem a little tired, that's why. But we needed to get the video done, and we wanted to share some news with you guys that there may be some big changes ahead. So we were going to talk a little bit about that in this video and about some changes that you may see upcoming. So, am I just doing you just gotta sing back up here?
We didn't rehearse.
We didn't rehearse, so you're getting what you get tonight. This is it, the only shot.
I guess the big news is that I'm changing jobs, which is actually going to be leading to a relocation. So we are starting the process. I actually start in the next week at the new job, and I'm not sure if we're...
And that means we're moving! Yeah. So let me preface, because this video will be in the future, so the time we're filming this, it's the end of May. It's towards the middle to end of May. So you probably won't be watching this until actually we have already started the moving process. And I'm going to be filming it along, and I'll be uploading that kind of in sequence afterwards. But just for like privacy reasons, I'm choosing to delay it a little bit until we like announce this. So I imagine that this video will probably go live in June sometime, I would think. Unless we're just going to completely move and be down there for like a couple months, and then we'll be like, ta-da! I think my Instagram pictures will probably give it away at that point. Obviously, by the time I start posting Instagram pictures in the new location, I think some people will finally catch on. But anyhow, we will be moving, and this process is obviously not new to us. So I'll do some moving videos coming up soon, as far as like getting your house ready to show and the relocation process when you're working with a company. This will be our 9th move in 12 years of marriage.
Yep. And
I believe 4th house that we've sold, 5th house that we've bought, that transition. So like we were talking, like we're not new to the process, but every single move is a little bit different. So I'll have videos coming up where I talk a little bit about it and just things that we've learned along the way, things that I would do differently, or things that I'm glad that we do the way that we do, and just talking a little bit more about the process. But it's exciting. So we're excited, we're tired, but it's exciting. So let's talk about some of the reasons why it's exciting. Other than the fact that apparently we like to move. I don't know.
I mean, it's exciting because the job's going to be a good change for me. The job that I was in was, it was really demanding. Like, there wasn't, quite the work-life balance that I was looking for. The girls are younger, and, one of the things that, I guess has kind of stressed me, over the past couple years is just, not being able to spend enough time with them, kind of having that feeling like, that it's, like their childhood was kind of slipping by and I wasn't being able to spend enough time with them. So that was, a big factor in regards to why, I felt the need to, to make the change, and this job seems like it's going to be, a lot more accommodating in that regards. It's, a change for me completely in regards to the type of job. It's actually going to be more, on the traditional side of engineering, not going to be in a manufacturing plant anymore, as far as like my role. And it's, I don't think it's going to be like pure like 9 to 5, but it's still going to be something where I should be able to get, I should be able to get home at a reasonable time during the week. I should have, more, if not most, weekends to myself,
which will be really nice.
Yeah.
So I talked about it in videos in the past, but if people haven't watched us since like the first move when we were like or not the first move, but in the middle of the move somewhere when we lived in Illinois, like some people would comment like, we never see your husband in the videos. And the type of job that he was doing then and is similar to what he just transitioned out of, like you said, it's very demanding, and they expected certain things in certain hours. And so what people didn't understand, and I couldn't really get into it without really kind of going into specifics of what he did, this is what's expected of his job, and he just really had to be at work a lot. And so it was, you know, one of those things where obviously for his career, I was happy to kind of keep things going at home and do what, you know, we needed to do to keep it going at home, but we kind of made a decision that we wanted to make a change. Mm-hmm. And so this will be a lifestyle change for us too. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, do we want to talk about like some of the lifestyle changes that we're going to make as like a part of this?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that this is going to afford us the opportunity to do is change in regards to, you know, like the housing situation. I mean, that was kind of one of the things that, you know, when we moved back over here, you know, we knew where we wanted to be in regards to area, but, you know, the market had changed so much. It honestly was kind of really surprising how much the market had changed in like just 2 years that we were gone.
Houses got very expensive.
Yeah,
very.
you know,
it's very expensive to live here.
And then honestly, like your options, you know, got kind of limited if you were trying to get into a specific area to where,
and we had it so narrowed down to like such a specific set of schools.
Well, honestly,
really kind of
I don't think you
into
necessarily had a choice. I mean, that's kind of one of the things about this area is that, you know, if you're trying to get into a good school district, like you're talking like, you know, a 10 out of 10 type of school district, you know, you don't have very many choices around here. And so it was something that, you know, with that, we did what we had to do, but it came at a pretty good sacrifice in regards to, you know, the housing aspect of it. So, you know, honestly, even if we'd wanted to try to get a smaller place or, you know...
There just isn't anything. I mean, this really literally is it.
You know,
it's just all giant houses and
you
that are expensive.
Yeah, and so, you know, this is going to give us the opportunity to kind of, like, you could say, right size in regards to, you know, not only the size of the house, like, get something that, you know, it's, you know, smaller, but at the same time, it's going to be better in the aspect of, you know, we've got a lot of space in this house that, quite frankly, we just don't really use, you know, that often, to where it's not really worth, you know, kind of the burden of the price, you know, the payment that comes
literally
with it.
Like empty closets. Like we've been walking realtors around the past few days. I can say it now. I haven't been able to say it in the videos the past few days, but we've been walking realtors around to show them as a part of the relocation process. And like I'm like, and here's another closet. And it's like basically an empty closet. So so the thing is that it's positive in the aspect of we're going to be able to completely change our lifestyle to really focus on family. And it's a positive change. So the new job is also dealing with an area that he really likes. I don't know if we're really going to it that much necessarily, but it's well suited to him. And so I'm excited that, you know, we're going to be able to move someplace that I think we're going to be able to have a lot of fun. And we're going to be announcing in a future video where the location is. It'll be coming up very shortly after this video. I just want to incorporate the girls in that as well. So that'll be coming up, and we'll be sharing with them where we are moving to. But it's exciting in a lot of different aspects and closer to some of my family and possibly closer to some fun places. Some fun places with palm trees and our favorite mouse. So I just see a lot of like potential. There's a lot of potential opportunities. So we're excited, even though we're very tired right now.
Yeah.
It's a long process.
It's just, you know, it's definitely one of those things where, you know, like she said, it gives us, you know, the opportunity to focus on family, which, you know, one of the things, like, it's funny because, like, one of the things that I guess, you know, got me thinking was when we went on the Niagara Falls trip. You know, that was kind of one of the things, like, actually while I was, you know, I was in the process of, you know,
starting to look at options,
and it was actually kind of already talking to this company. You it just, it was one of those things where it was like, just, to have that ability, to have that opportunity, that just like on a long weekend to be able to just go, drive somewhere that was, what, like
it wasn't like 4 hours from
away.
here. Yeah.
That it was something that we could pull off a trip like that. And, it was nice to be able to, go a little bit above and beyond when it came to like some sort of like family event. But, it wasn't something as, I guess, like, I'm trying to think of the right word, like something as significant or elaborate as like a full-on like Disney vacation or something like that. It was just something that you could do a little bit, you could be more spontaneous, but it kind of got me thinking that it's like,
it's
that's
really fun.
That's the type of stuff I want to be able to do more of. I want to be able to, on a 3-day weekend, be able to go somewhere and enjoy myself, but like the thing was with, the work situation, there was always kind of like that inherent concern that, well, what if something comes up and they, need me to come in, or quite frankly, most holidays and most like, long weekends and everything like that, they were, basically pulling people in, to do stuff. And so it was,
because it was facilities that basically run year round, multiple shifts. When we were in Illinois and I first started making videos, I would get comments sometimes like, where's your husband? He's always at work. Like, you should buy less baby clothes and baby wouldn't work so much. And the thing that I couldn't explain to people is like, he's at work because he has to be. I mean, you really enjoyed your job, like what you were doing, but that's the demands of the type of job that he was in. And it's in a facility that this literally almost runs around the clock. Was it 3 shifts then? Is it literally from 6 a.m. in the morning till...
They usually run pretty much almost like, it's not 24 hours a day, but it's more like 20 hours a day.
20 hours a day.
6 to 7 days a week.
So if something's going on, they need to pull all these engineers in to get fixed, like with a quickness, it's a major thing.
And honestly, it was more to where they may not have honestly like even truly needed us to be there, but they would always make us be there.
Right, just in case, because if something like major starts to happen, you have to have guys that can like easily get things back on track, or at least troubleshoot and figure out what's going on, because otherwise if something holds up the line, it starts costing millions of dollars, like fairly quickly. So it's, but anyhow, so the situation that we're going to be looking forward to, he's going to be able to spend more time with the girls. It's been nice. This week he's been home, so he's been able to help drop them off at school and pick them up from school, which has been really nice for me. And it's been really nice for them, too.
Actually, it's funny you say that, because there was an interesting thing that I kind of also noticed, like, well, yeah, I remembered it this week, but then I've noticed it like a couple other times, like in the rare opportunities that I have been able to, either drop like Isabella off, or pick her up, where I'll see these other dads, that are doing it, and it's kind of like routine for them, and it I wouldn't necessarily say like jealous is too strong of a word, but it was kind of like, wow, I wish I could do that too. I wish I had that, type of, availability in regards to just, being able to pick her up from school and, drop her off sometimes and stuff like that. And so, honestly, because you do get some enjoyment, kind of, I guess you could say, like, you're like the first person that they see when they get out of school. They really, like today was a good example. Like, she didn't realize I was going to be the one to pick her up, and when she got outside, she like lit up, and she got all excited because I was there.
I don't get that reaction. Yeah. They're just like, oh, it's you again.
But it was like, beyond that though, honestly, the other aspect of it was just being able to help out more with stuff like that,
which is huge for me.
I think that's that's kind of something that's been a downside to the situation, is that like I haven't felt like I have been able to help out as much as I would like to, with, quite frankly, the kids stuff, and then stuff around the house and everything like that, so I mean it will be nice that if I'm able to do that more, you know.
So it's going to be a lifestyle change to be more family oriented. It's going to be a lifestyle change to be a good fit for him job wise, I think too, from what it sounds like. He hasn't started yet. He starts next week, but it sounds like it's going to be a good fit. And then also be a good opportunity to right size. I mean, we're actually going to be able to, since we're moving to an area that's lower cost of living, save money. That's also part of the goal here, is to be able to save even more money. In the past year, I think that we've gotten really good about focusing on, we don't have to go into like specific numbers, but like focusing on building up our savings more and that sort of thing. And so this is going to give us the opportunity to do that even more. So that's important too.
But then it's also going to be something to where it'll free up money, you know, to be able to do more trips, to do those quick, you know, mini vacations and stuff like that.
Which I like. Yeah, I thought it was so fun going to Niagara Falls. It's just a quick little vacation. And then the area that we're going to be in, there's just tons of new things. Like literally every single direction you can go. And there's just cute little day trips that we could spend a long weekend, or, you know, drive and, you know, different new museums, I mean, the regular stuff like museums and zoos, but also just cultural things that are around the area too, which should be exciting. So we're it's exciting. It's going to be stressful because we're getting ready to move again. So we move number 9 in 12 years. I'm just saying for 12. No, I've moved more than that too, but for us, in 12 years of marriage, this will be move number 9. So, yeah, I mean, eventually, it's like I told one of the realtors earlier, eventually I feel like I will get better at this. So, I mean, it's becoming more routine anyways.
I'd rather not get better at it. I'd rather just not.
Right, eventually get settled somewhere.
Get to where I don't have to keep doing it. But, I mean, you do what you got to do. I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, there's a reason why we've moved 9 times in 12 years. I mean, a big part of it was, you know, like your
career. I mean, we've really advanced his career and had a lot of opportunities because of it. So
it's
that's great.
One of those things where, what was funny because like when the moving guy, you know, came to do the survey, you know, he asked me what I did, and when I told him, he was like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense." You know, because we told him that we'd moved 9 times, and he's like, "Yeah, it's just it's kind of part of the job."
Yeah, engineers, I guess.
Yeah, it's you know, one of those things where, you know, if you want to be successful and you don't want your career to stagnate, you know, you've got to be willing to, you know, be flexible. You know, I mean, I know plenty of people that have stayed in the same place for long periods of time, and they're basically doing exactly the same thing that they were doing like 25 years ago, and that really doesn't appeal to me. You know, I mean, I definitely think that, like, you know, I'm looking at an opportunity here where, you know, I will be able to stay in the same, you know, the same
genre.
Well, I guess you could say like in the same area, you know, and quite frankly, even potentially with the same company, you know, and still have the opportunity to be able to, you know, do different things over time to keep things, you know, interesting. You know, like it's going to be.
And this company is rapidly expanding, and it looks like they have a lot of potential.
I mean, they've got a lot going on, and.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, it's, you know, the facility that I'm going to be at is very unique in the regards that it's, you know, it's got a kind of a little bit of everything going on there, so it is going to be kind of a good opportunity that, you know, I'll be able to have the potential to do different things. Plus, honestly, like, you know, what I'm going to be doing is going to be pretty broad based to where, you know, every day it could be something different, which usually helps quite a bit.
And that really appeals to you too. And I guess the other important distinction to make about this move and why it is different from the other times we've moved is that for the past 10 years, he has been with the same, either direct or contract or in relation to the same company. So this move does feel different because it is kind of like a leap, because we have been with that company for 10 years, basically. And, you know, kind of like that has moved our lives back and forth. And so this is kind of a jump and a leap of faith on our part. And it's new in that aspect because we'll be learning, you know, all new company, like how they do things and, you know, all the benefits change and all that. So that part of the move is different. And it's just, you know, it just adds another element that you just, you know, sort out and have to figure out. But I think that's why this move, it just feels a little different than all the other ones. Because the other ones, it's like, you know, you just, okay, we're going here now. So, but anyhow, that's our news. So there's going to be some big changes ahead. You will possibly see this guy in videos more often. That's kind of maybe part, not necessarily the goal behind the move, but to have him around more is the goal, one of the goals. Not necessarily just for the videos, but you guys may benefit as well. But yeah, it's exciting. So we're looking forward to sharing this journey. I know it's an overused word, but this journey that's upcoming with you guys, which actually has already started because this was filmed in the past for you. And so you'll have some moving videos coming up soon where I'm going to be talking about what location we're going to, and I'll be talking about different moving things to do with the relocation services and, you know, just staging your house and doing it all over again. Anything else you want to mention?
Hopefully I won't have to do home repair videos in the future.
Yeah, that's one of the goals of this, is that we're totally fine with getting less square footage, a smaller house. No, like, we just want it to be done. You know what I mean? That's the hope. We're
hoping that we can find something that's, you know, pretty much like move-in ready, doesn't really need a whole heck of a lot, because I mean, we've had a little bit of everything from like
we had a foreclosure one time.
Well, we pretty much had everything from fixer-uppers to new construction. And I mean, it's funny because I was talking to the contractor that's been helping get all the work done on this place, you know, since we had the whole car thing. But because I was literally like having the conversation with him while I was up in my attic trying to fix the electrical stuff, and I told him it's crazy that like no matter where we've lived, it didn't matter if it was brand new or you know, like an older place, like there's always stuff, like there's always crazy things that you find that you just can't believe people, you know, did what they did. But
we're hoping to find a house that has as few of those as possible.
But honestly, you know, or if you get into a fixer-upper, though, you get a whole heck of a lot more of that.
Like, so we're hoping to find a place this time that is the right size and doesn't really need a ton of work, and we're just moving ready. We can just go get our stuff in, get settled, and then go explore. So that's the goal. So those are our big changes ahead. You'll be seeing some moving videos coming up for that. And I think that's it for today. Good? All right, so hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing Dan in the video. Thumbs up if you enjoyed having another video with Dan, and you'll be seeing lots of different videos coming up very soon. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And have a great day. Bye.
Bye.